In this video, I'm going to show you how I made these hoodie graphics from scratch using Photopea. It's free, no Photoshop needed. Let's start with the first one. This is called Successfully Unsuccessful. So, open a new project, set the width to 4500, height 5400, a DPI 300. This is the standard size for print on demand. And make it transparent and create. Now let's start by adding the word successfully. Go to the text tool and type it in. Increase the size. And here it is, successfully. Then we just resize it. Click on the move tool, transform controls, and then just make it bigger. And then change the font. Let's highlight it again. Now I want something called Rubik Distressed. Here it is. And also I want to change the color to dark green. I already have the hex code color for the color I am adding. Here it is. Then simply just resize it until it's good on the canvas. And now we have the first word. Now just a little advice, when you are adding a second word and you want it the same size and font, just duplicate the layer like this and then move the duplicate down and then just change the double click it to change the text. So here we are going to use unsuccessfully and then simply just change the color. I already have the hex code here. I'm using dark red. This one. Click the check mark and resize it again. Now let's add our visual. I'm going to add the plain image here. Here it is. Just move it a little. Now we are going to do something to the image to make it look better. So first we are going to click on the layer, the image layer, and add a clipping mask. Then we're going to use the brush tool and make sure you choose the black color, and we are going to brush the edges off so to blend the image in the canvas better. Make sure you use a soft brush and then just adjust the size to whatever suits you. And here it is. Now the last thing, I'm going to add a texture to the image itself. So go to File, Open and Place. Here it is, Texture Paper 351. Just adjust it so that the texture is on top of the image only, so it doesn't affect the text. And then change the blend mode. For this one, the best one I found is Lighten. Then simply just adjust the opacity and make it 70%. This removes the hard frame look and gives it that vintage look. So 69, no problem. And that's it. We have the design ready. You can now export it as a PNG to see it, to use it. And just a tip for you, when working on designs like this, if you are making it for a transparent product, you can add a temporary background. For example, like this one, you can go to new fill layer, color fill, and add, for example, a white background and start working with it. Once you are done and you see everything, just uncheck it so it hides, and then export your image and save it as a PNG. Now let's do the second design. So file, new, use the same size from before, make the background transparent. So first let me add a color background so it will be like a reference for me while working, and let's do it black one. Now let's do our design. This one is called silent progress. So first we add the text, silent progress, and then let's change the font and the color. So the color is white. I know even though half of it you cannot see it right now. Let's change the font first, because it also changes the size. So leave the size change or the size placement till last. Then we choose the font. The font here I'm using is called 0 and 0. Here it is. 0 and 0 is. Now let's just place it. Click on transform controls and resize it. There. I think this is good. Then I'm going to add a visual. I am using here this circle which represents the loading percentage. I took it from another design which had some background to it and also had some text inside it. I just took the circle out using the magnetic lasso tool. And this seems okay to me, so let's leave it like this. Now with the text tool, let me add some text here, which will be the percentage. I'm writing here 36%, exactly the same percentage that was in it before. And no need to change the font, it's already the same font we are using. Just resize it to make sure that it's inside the circle. When you are using fonts like this, when it has the dots and other visuals outside, make sure that everything is inside the area where you want the design to be. Now I want to add a stroke to the text and here on the percentage, but instead of adding a random color, I want to use this same color cayenne that is here on this one. So to take this same exact color, we use the eyedropper tool. Just click on it, sample the color, then go to the color here, copy the hex code of the color, and then we go to the silent progress, the text layer, double click it, we add stroke. Change the color to the same color that we have copied from there. Here it is. And the size, I want it at 6. Just a simple one. And click OK. Do the same for this one. Click OK. Then after that, simply uncheck the background that you have made and export it. See how white designs, they don't usually appear well on the transparent background. That's why we add the temporary background so that we can see it with it. Just export it as PNG and that's it. And here is how it looks. Same design with the same stroke, just different text color for different clothes colors. And here is how it looks for a light hoodie version. You get the green and the red text with the vintage feel. And for the dark hoodie version, change the text color to white so it pops on the dark fabric. Same design, you just swap the text colors and it works for both. By the way, if you want to take your Photopea skills further, I put together a free guide. It's packed with tips, shortcuts, and highly recommended sites, and most of them are completely free. I also included direct links to every site in the guide so you can check them out easily. Just click the link in the description to grab the free guide. And thank you for watching. Have a good day.